Come here. Welcome to the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, live every Sunday on Leicester Fan TV. Come on, you Foxes. Good morning, Foxes. How the devil are you today? How's your weekend been so far? Well, it hasn't gone quite supernova quite yet. You know what day it is? It's Sunday. It's 9:30 a.m. So it's time for the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, run by us fans in here for you fans out there. And you know what? Your opinion really matters. So get them comments in now. Let's get going. It's kickoff time. Come on, you Foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Foxes Arms. For exclusive extra shows, behind the scenes, competitions and podcasts, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV today on Patreon.
Morning all, how are you? Hope you're well, I hope you're good. Just start off with yet more sad news. We lost the great Sol Bamba last night at the age of only 39. That is no age. That's another, unfortunately, that's another one of the Leicester family gone. Shaky, Sven, Sol. Such a bad few days for the club, but I don't know what to say. Sol Bamba, absolutely cracking player. He was only with us for about 18 months. Nigel Pearson, he wasn't kind of Nigel Pearson's player. He didn't want to do a Cruyff turn on the edge of the box. But what times we had the Man City goal on his debut, 38 seconds, I think it was. And then he scored 3 goals in about his first 4 games, was it? I think it was, something like that. But such a sad loss, it really is. I'm going to bring Reedy in. Morning, Reedy. How are you, pal?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, such a sad loss again last night, wasn't it? That's 3 in about 2 weeks now, unfortunately, for my Leicester family. We'll get this bit out of the way before we start talking about football. Were you actually going to the games when Sol Bamba was playing, or did you just go?
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't going at that point. No.
But you know about Sol Bamba, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, the old Sol Bamba, Sol Bamba. He was just life, and I mean, Sven always said, I remember seeing an interview with him, I saw it last night again, and he said no matter what the weather was like, he had the biggest smile on his face. And considering he was from the Ivory Coast, he had the best Scottish accent I have ever heard in my life. It was more Scottish than even a Scotsman was. But anyway, yeah, such a sad loss again, unfortunately, but taken at such a young age. Anyway, Reedy, let's talk about yesterday. What do we have to? What are you going like that for?
Do we have to?
Like that?
Do you mean what am I going like that for?
So what was your? I think our views are going to be different today. I really do. Stephen, which one are you saying morning to? Me or Reedy?
Both of us.
Both of us, I think. Come on then. You start with your views and I'll start with my views because I think we're going to have very different opinions of yesterday's game.
So, firstly, I will say that I it's only about opinions. I'm going to turn my phone off, so that's going to go mental. I get people's opinions on they thought we played well, this, that, and other. I don't agree, and that's because, in my eyes, and I put an honest message out into the group chat that I feel like the game plan in every game is that we sit back or we kind of defend out a position for 60, 70 minutes, and then we try and get a result from there. Yes, we had 1 or 2 chances in the game before that, which could have left the stuff. Again, the referee was a big impact in certain aspects. There you go. Jay says he wasn't good in the first half. Again, I'm not saying Villa dominated us, but, and I feel like people will say that we had a good game because we didn't get slapped by a Champions League quality side. But I just don't I don't see a system. I don't see a style. And before even we kicked the ball, seeing Ndidi in that 10 role just dampens the mood already. And you could see in that game, Ndidi was absolutely woeful in my eyes for that in that game. Having someone like AU, which again has the quality for the Premier League, but has no threat on the wing. You saw the difference when Mabadidi came on. It was just 10 out of 10 different. It was just ridiculous how quality he was. But again, I honestly said I was bored watching the first 60 to 70 minutes because I just didn't think there was anything of a threat. We looked toothless, in my opinion, going up. And you saw the complete swap of quality the moment you brought them 3 subs on. Mavadidi running at his man, trying to break the defense up, and it just shows he scored. He assisted basically. They got the goal, and then the other 2 creative midfielders, which again we brought into the team to play, and the moment they come on, they score. So for me, it was partly the team was wrong from the get go. Partly it was me thinking that we just didn't look like we were even going to try and have an attack until the 70th minute. But people are saying I'm on drugs, but I honestly feel like we just didn't look like we were going to be in it until we went 2-0 down. That's
I'm totally opposite. I thought we played reasonably well. We've played against 2 teams that are going to be challenging the Champions League football. Both of them are in Europe. We put up a good fight, more fighting spirit than we ever did last year. We showed more passion. The team, yes, I'm not 100% happy with the team. I do agree with that. I think we could have played Boa Norte from the start instead of Ndidi. But Ndidi wasn't playing as one of the 3 central defensive midfielders, like everyone's saying. Ndidi was playing in exactly the same role that he was playing in last year as a number 8, not as a number 10, as a number 8, like him and Dewsbury Hall were playing, one on the left, one on the right. Ndidi was playing exactly the same role, and we loved it last year. Now all of a sudden, he's playing wing, skip, and Ndidi. It's we're playing 3 central defensive midfielders. We weren't playing 3 central defensive midfielders.
No, it weren't. We were just saying because that's their main positions. That's why
Ndidi was making exactly the same runs, them underlapping runs for Fatwa to put the ball down, like exactly what it was last year.
It's different level though, mate. He was playing against Rotherham last year. Now he's playing against Champions League sides. You could tell the difference between the quality. His passing wasn't there. His touch was just awful.
Ndidi has never had a decent touch.
I'm not saying that it's just started happening. I'm just saying, what can you expect going into a game when you've got him over, firstly, El Khanusi, you've just brought in, which again I said that probably wouldn't start because he needs to get used to the system more. But Buonanotte, you brought him in and you saw his passion when he scored. He needs one of them 2 need to be in that role to change the creativity side of things, because Ndidi just every time the ball got to Winks or Skip or even Ndidi, it just stopped the attack because they're just not good. They're not good enough to be spreading the ball. You're never going to see Ndidi spread the ball over to the wing, are you? No chance. It's like for me, that was the biggest part of the team yesterday that cost us the game, because if Buonanotte or El Khanusi started yesterday, we probably could have gone and got a draw. But that even for me, I'm saying that's
the only thing is,
I don't think we deserve it.
I feel like yesterday, the way we lined up was meant to be that the 3 front runners, the 3 up front, once have to do a lot of defending with the lads that he set up. When you've got Ayew, Fatwa and Vardy up top, them 3 are left up top so they can try and attack from the front.
But who's meant to be passing that ball to them 3? Is it Ndidi or is it the 2 DMs, which again are good at passing, but
I think you'll find they'll try to break the lines again like they were doing quite well against Spurs. But Alfie, sorry. Right, let's bring Locks in. Morning, Locks. How are you, pal?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
How you feeling this morning? You're not hungover? You're not tired, or?
No, I am hungover. Yeah.
Oh God, here we go.
I had a 60th birthday party yesterday, so.
Oh, that should have just been pipe and slippers kind of thing, wasn't it? Nothing too spectacular.
No, it wasn't like that, mate.
So come on then, Lots. What do you think yesterday?
You know what I think, mate. I agree with everyone who's saying that obviously it was a much better last 20, 30 minutes, but once again, we didn't attack the game until we were losing. And it's the type of thing that happened under Brendan Rodgers where people went mad about, saying that, again, just to quickly add, I was told he was proactive, not reactive, but we've waited again until we're losing before we attack the game. So that doesn't sound proactive to me.
Everyone seems, yes, I know we were 1-0 down through an actually fantastic free kick that we turned off at, which we've got to be careful. But after about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, we came into that game and we made three half chances in that last 10 minutes of that first half that people seem to forget because we were 1-0 down.
I get it. I get the point
before. I get the point before, and he couldn't even remember a Coley's chance.
Because that was it for me. That was the only, thinking about it, that was the only chance we kind of had before the 70th minute. But I get the point of we had a better last few, 10, 20 minutes. But we were out of the game basically at that point. Don't get me wrong, we got back in it because we got the goal. But it was only because the subs came on. If the subs didn't come on, we wouldn't have scored. Because we just didn't have any creativity or any sort of direct attack in there until Mabadidi came on. It just shows you the completely comparison from the last 20 minutes going all out attack, which again, I'm not saying we can do that all game because it's just not possible. But with any single person in more creative in that attacking mid role, would have 2 or 3 even more chances in the first half that you wouldn't have with Ndidi. It's just comparison easily.
But over the years, we've never had the last few years. We've only been a one-half team. We've never played football all the way through for 90 minutes. The only probably time I can remember we did that was against Leeds at Ellen Road, where we were the best team for 80 minutes.
But it's 3 games in a row where we've waited until we're losing before going.
It's not about waiting until we're losing. It's a fact of we try and stay in the game until the 70th minute, and then we try and attack them.
And Cooper said it after the Fulham game. He said it himself. The words out of his mouth were, we just wanted to stay in the game and, 1-1 and whatever. And it's like, you can't. I don't know. I just don't understand it, mate. I haven't got really many qualms about the performance yesterday, mate. It's you start the game with 3 defensive-minded midfielders, and
yeah, but everyone keeps saying.
We're not saying that Ndidi wasn't.
Yeah, we started the game with 3 defensive midfielders.
Yeah,
and Ndidi played exactly the same role as what he was playing last year.
Yeah, we know that.
You can't call him a defensive midfielder because he started.
He was playing, and Ndidi was playing this game yesterday in the attacking mid role. We're just saying his position, if he was in his base position, is a DM role.
Yeah, I know.
We're
but
saying that he's not.
So he's not. Keep saying we played with 3 central defensive midfielders when we actually didn't.
We started 3 defensively minded players.
We might have started 3, but we didn't play in them positions. He played in exactly the same position that he played in last year, and we all absolutely raved about it last year.
Jamie, is Ndidi a defensive midfielder?
Not at the minute, no.
Is it?
It might be on FIFA. It might be on Football Manager. It might say. But he's not playing in that position. He hasn't played in that position since Brendan Rodgers.
Right. So, Wilfred Ndidi played in the attacking or the advanced 8 role last season for Enzo. And Enzo spent the whole of January trying to replace him. So, Enzo didn't even really like him there. Right. And once again, championship tax. It is.
Once again, Champions League quarter-finalist, FA Cup winner. Premier League finisher, top 5.
As a DM.
Yeah, but he's still done it. He's a player that can do it. He should be able to slot in positions. He's moved forward to a more attacking role, which we absolutely raved about him being in that position last year. Now all of a sudden, because he's gone back to the level that this Premiership level.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, everyone's saying, "Oh no, he shouldn't be playing there. He should be playing central defensive midfielder." Now he's come in and we're playing 3 central defensive midfielders where we didn't play 3 central defensive midfielders.
No. You're not understanding what
That's
I'm saying.
What everyone's saying.
Mate, I'm saying we're playing with 3 defensive-minded midfielders.
We're not saying that indeed he was a DM yesterday.
But my
We're saying that
question
he was
is-
playing the attacking role when he's out of position.
But my question is, why has Steve Cooper spent all of pre-season saying he needs creativity, and he's got creativity, Facundo and Bilal, and he didn't start with either of them yesterday, when Facundo has been debatably our best player this season, and he's on the bench.
Fulham. He was pants. Absolutely
And
pants.
everyone was pants. Everyone was pants.
So he's had one good game.
Well, he scored yesterday, so it shows that he should have played. In my opinion, it shows that he should have. Again, I'm not saying that we played with three defensive midfielders. I'm saying we played with 3 defensive-minded midfielders, three midfielders who are traditionally defensive midfielders or deep 8s or whatever. But again, I just don't understand how he can ask for Buonanotte, he can ask for Bilal, and when he's got them, he plays with neither of them on the pitch. It just blows my mind. And it's not a surprise, and Jamie, you'll admit this, when they came on, we were better.
Oh yeah,
we were better when
we were better, but we weren't bad before.
No, but we didn't attack the game. We didn't attack the game when it was 0-0.
No, we didn't. We didn't attack the game. We tried to not defend it out, but we tried to stay in the game until a certain minute where we brought the players on.
I'm not quite sure what actually people want. To be honest, do they want?
We're not saying we want to be all out attack.
You're saying that we didn't attack the game in the first half, first 60 minutes, whatever time you want to put on it. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want to stay in the game until half time or 30 minutes, or do you want to be losing at half time 3 or 4-0 because you've gone out to attack it?
Well, do you want to lose 2-1 every week? Do you want to lose 2-1 every week?
I didn't say you didn't want to lose 2-1. I'm talking about the game. I'm talking about the third. Really saying. You're saying that you want to show more attacking flair. Yes, I want to see more attacking flair.
But the reason why we're not doing that, the reason why we're not doing it is because we're making the wrong team decisions every week. We're putting Ndidi in their creative role where he needs to be the one to pelt the ball over to the wings every minute. The moment Mabadidi on it, it happened. Like I'm saying, the team, the selection and the system doesn't work because in the first half, every time you want to go down the wing, you've got bloody Christensen down the wing. Like,
why was
he's not a winger.
Fit? Was Facundo not fit?
I don't know. I've just seen that.
I don't know, but the moment we go more attacking is when we've got the players who are worked better on the pitch. Yesterday we couldn't really attack because we had 3 players and then the rest were just sitting back in a way. I'm not saying we go all out attack. Here's
a question for you. Similar thing. Councillor says playing Villa and Spurs will be different to when we're playing Ipswich and Everton. Like I put a comment last night, there's a mini league of 6 teams: us, Ipswich, Wolves, Palace, Southampton, and Everton. The bottom 6. Yep. It's a mini league. If we win that league, we're staying up.
I'll ask a question to Locks
before we bring John until the point deduction hits.
I'll ask a question to Locks before we bring John in. Locks, do you think we'll be playing this way still against these teams? I think we will. I think we'll be trying to stay in the game. Like, that's just Cooper's style.
I mean, I can only go off what I've been told by Forest fans, for example, and they told me that he plays this type of way against the lower teams also. So it remains to be seen. We'll see, won't we? We can't judge it yet because we haven't seen it yet. So we'll see when we play Everton and we'll see when we play Palace.
Just bring Jono in. She's been waiting patiently. I didn't even hear you come in, Jono. Morning.
But I saw Ipswich got a point to Fulham, didn't they? By the way.
Yeah. Forest drew with Wolves.
Yeah.
At least we're not bottom yet.
There's a comment there from a Forest fan who's watched Cooper for 2 years.
Yeah. Jono, what did you think about it?
Pretty. Game of 2 halves again, like poor in the first half, and then we came back in the second. But let's not forget that this team is one of the best teams in the country last season, one of the best teams. You know, there's still Champions League team. We can't go full all guns blazing. And if you said to me beginning of the season against Spurs, Villa, and Fulham, everyone would have said we would have lost to Spurs. We didn't. Would you say we lost to Villa? Yes, absolutely. Would have lost to Villa. And we drew to Fulham. I don't think a point is horrific. And we've shown good signs. We just need to improve after the international break. I just can't see how you can go full guns blazing against Aston Villa.
We're not saying going full gun blazing. We're saying if you put a team out there that's a bit more creative, you've got attacking mid there who we've brought in who knows what to do to ping the balls to the wingers and whatnot, and then you've got somebody on the wing who isn't hobbling along with a walking stick.
I just think we don't need major surgery to get from where we are this game to being where we need to be. All we need to do is
play right players.
Put Mavididi on the left. You have to put Mavididi on the left and put what's his name, Brunetti, or whatever his name is.
So you're agreeing with us, Johnny? Then you're agreeing that Cooper made the wrong choice, the team choice.
I'm not because
you have to set up differently for different teams. Not like Enzo that set up the same exactly no matter what when we were getting stuck. We're not when we could see us losing games all the time.
But what I like about Cooper is that he's not like Enzo. He does change. Like he realized, yes, it's not working. He made the changes.
Yes.
But what I'm happy with is making those changes. Enzo didn't, and was like, right, this is my way for the whole game. Either we lose this way, we win this way.
But we set up defensive minded. We've set up defensively minded
every game. Set up that way against two very, very good teams.
No, I get that. I'm not saying we have 3 defenders and we go all out attack. I'm just saying that he needs to put better players in the better roles and play positions.
I can't believe what I'm seeing in the chat, by the way. Right? Can I just say one last thing? Right? Like, I don't see how it's some Cooper agenda to say that Cooper got the team selection wrong and he's setting us up too defensively, right? And people are saying, well, look at the substitutions. You know, they're good from Cooper. They should have started the game. They should have started.
I agree with you, Locks. The lineup wasn't perfect. I'm not saying Steve Cooper's a god and he's our Lord and Savior. But what I'm saying is that there are some really good parts of his game which I really like, and he needs to improve on a lot of things, especially defensively. However, I think he's just adapting. I think this breaks him with the perfect time, especially after the transfer window. He's got 2 weeks to get used to his team, get the new players in. If we play against, we've got Palace next, haven't we?
Yeah.
If we play against Palace and it's 2 games, 2 halves, then I'll ask questions. But until then, I think I'm happy with what I've seen so far.
Well, all I'm saying is if Ndidi starts against Crystal Palace, I'll sit on the bus.
Yeah, he can't start. Indeed, it's got to be Skip. It's got to be. I can't pronounce the bloody name still.
Baranota.
And
whatever his name, El Bill he might, because he'll have 2 weeks training unless he's gone away with the international Moroccan team. I'm not sure.
He has.
Wow, so we're not going to. You won't see him start against Palace then. That's for certain. So he'll only have 4 or 5 training sessions with us at the most.
And Fast can't play either.
See you there, Joshua Palmer. All of his players there, as in not obviously some of the defensive players, but all the players he's named are all the creative players, and we've not seen half of them yesterday. Like I say, Bilal, Bonotti, and Mavididi are all the players that are going to be the game changers for us. They're not played until the last minutes.
When Skip and Bilal will be perfect, will be perfect midfield. Indeed, he's a good sub to settle things down.
Maybe so. But I guarantee against 2 weeks' time against Palace, Indeed will start, and then it'll just be like, yeah, okay, here we go again.
But I think we must beat Palace and Everton. That on Warsaw. If we beat those 3, I think we'll have a good.
Well, you can't really count the cup games, I know, to be honest. It's confidence for the club, but it's not. I don't think it's overly important, but I think we will beat Warsaw reasonably easy, like Tranmere. We should do. I hope so. Well, we haven't talked. This is one of the main controversial things yesterday about the standard of refereeing yesterday.
Refereeing.
Before you all jump down the throat, I'm not going to say we lost because of the referee, but it didn't help.
No, refereeing this league is the worst I've ever seen. I've had better refs in my League One division in Youth Nottinghamshire League. In the Arsenal game, Declan Rice got sent off for no reason. In our game, referee got in the way of a key pass.
I've looked at all the decisions that people have said it could been a game changer. The only one for me that was clearly maybe very debatable was the skip tackle for their foul.
Agreed.
But the second part of that is we just didn't defend their free kick whatsoever anyway. Like you've got to stay you've got to have your head stayed on the game, even if like that challenge could or could not have been given either way any game. But the second part of that was the free kick. You have to defend that better, and that was a brilliant set piece. That was a brilliant set piece that we absolutely got done for, because the moment them players ran through us, it was game over.
We can't blame the ref for losing, but we can blame them for across the entire league that we've got the worst refs in the world.
Yeah.
It's just horrific.
But some of the decisions, there were, I mean, the Tillemans penalty, that could have gone, not the Tillemans penalty, the Vardy penalty with the Tillemans thing. First of all, I'd like to say Tillemans never used to do that kind of thing for us when he was playing against us. He seems to be a lot more fitter. He's not blowing out his backside so much, and he's working hard in the centre of midfield.
It's because it was under Rodgers, mate.
You are?
It's because it was under Rodgers, mate.
Well, probably. But what got me, the referee, it could have been given. It probably was. It probably 50-50. I've seen penalties like that given before for the follow through. But then he gives a throw to Villa when it clearly came off. Anybody in the whole ground could see that it clearly came off Tillemans.
If it wasn't the ref that gave it, it should have been the linesman. He was clearly looking at that.
Yeah, but it's the same as Tillemans got the ball. Yes, he got the ball, but his follow through.
That's all that matters, though, mate. That's all that matters. If you get the ball, it doesn't matter. If you could break someone's leg and you win the ball first, it's just unfortunate.
Well, Skips wasn't much different, to be honest.
It wasn't that much different, but like you said before the show, it was a different tackle because he had to come from behind to try and win the ball, where I think he took his man out as he was getting the ball. So I'm not saying it wasn't a foul or it was a foul. I'm just saying it's very controversial. It can be given in games. It can't be given in games. It all depends on it. It was more the point of we just didn't defend the free kick.
With the referees, just got to roll with it. I think that's all we can do. That's all we can do. They're just useless. They're a waste of time. A lot of referees are the same over the whole divisions. They're just not up to the job, really. They're just not up to the job. When he got in the way, he should have been nowhere near that. He should have been nowhere near. He shouldn't have been. You shouldn't be in front of the ball as a referee. You should be on the side, like at an angle. That's a 45-degree angle. You take your reference points from each linesman or assistant referee. You take your reference points from them. That's where you should be. You shouldn't be in front of the ball like that. So he was in the wrong position.
It should have been disallowed, though.
And as for giving the ball back to us because it was our advantage, it was no advantage. Absolutely no advantage.
But you shouldn't be there. Like, you should be the side of the play, not in front of the player.
That's what I said. Yeah. It should be at the angles with the linesman. But like I say, the standard is, and it don't go away. It's just don't go away at all.
I think I will mention one player that was decent yesterday, and I don't think he could put much of a foot wrong, was Okoli.
Yeah, he is man of the match. He was unreal.
That's what he did towards the end.
I don't think anyone would have got that. Vestergaard, you would have seen him fucking shitting himself trying to get.
He's your mate, Vestergaard is, and now you.
Oh yeah, but that's one reason why I wanted Okoli in there, because you get his pace. Anyone else, he wouldn't have got to it in my eyes, because he's the fastest defender we got now.
Yeah. Locks, did you manage to get Oasis tickets yesterday, or didn't you bother?
Mate, I was 4 hours in the queue. I got through, and the only thing left were wheelchair access tickets.
You could have got one, mate.
I did have a thought, but I didn't go ahead with it.
We're going to buy a wheelchair.
Well, my friend got tickets, £300 a pop. So
I wouldn't have even spent that much money on it. To be honest. But anyway, lads, we've got 2 weeks off, international break after 3 weeks of the season. How good is that?
Thank God. I need it after that.
Hour of shit. Steve Cooper will come up with a master plan. He will know his team will go up there.
I hope so. All I'm saying is, if indeed he starts against Palace, I'm honestly staying on the bloody coach. I'm sorry. I am. He does not deserve a start.
Then we've got Everton, haven't we? We've got Arsenal, haven't we? Is that how it is?
Well, all I'll say is, I said to Locks on his show the other day that out of the next 6, even though the start we've had, the next 6 games we've got, 5 of them are winnable games, as in the fact that we can get something from them. But from what we've seen, and what I've seen anyway,
But the thing is,
we're going to defend the next 6 games anyway. So
yeah, the thing is, Reedy, mate, people now saying it's all right, we've got 2 winnable games coming up, but if we lose to Palace, people will be like, well, they are, they're a tough team, and
No, we got to beat Palace.
They've lost so many players. They have lost so many players. They're a tough team.
We were in the game until the 80th minute, and we lost 2-1, and and it's just going to be a rinse and repeat, mate, all year until we're officially relegated, and then it's going to be like.
I hope we don't defensively minded against these lower teams. I'm just saying, from what I've seen, I feel like we will, and it's just.
Eduardo can't play against Palace, Steve.
Nope.
Can't play against his own team, unfortunately.
All I've got to say is that at least we didn't lose 3-2 when we're winning 2-0 in the 89th minute.
No, yeah,
but be careful what you said. We were 2-1 up against Spurs with 15 seconds to go and lost 3-2 a few years ago.
Oh no, and Everton's bloody record right now. We'll probably go to them and lose. So.
Right then, lads. Jono, cheers for joining us, pal.
See you later, guys.
We'll see you soon, Jono. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Oh, he's gone. He's gone already. That didn't last long. Locks, we shall see you soon, pal. You can go back and have a bit of kit now, I think.
Yeah, mate. No hangovers now for this month. So
for this month, you're going for it here.
No, yeah, nothing anymore. I'm having a nice quiet 4 weekends, and then top bins. He's got a wheelchair for me. Yeah, a nice few weeks before I go on holiday. A nice quiet few weeks before I go on holiday.
Oh yeah, you're off to Turkey, aren't you? You getting your teeth done while you're there?
Probably, maybe. Tell you what, I don't need doing. My airline. It's all right. It's still strong. Still strong.
Yeah, I know. Mine's been like this for about 20 years, so I'm all right. Mine hasn't moved from this position.
I'll tell you what, though. If I do get outdone in, no, I was going to say something.
Go on.
Actually,
go on.
No. I shouldn't say it because I know. No, I shouldn't say it
because we'll hold it to you. Like you had to shave your head the other year.
Well, no, I was good. All right, I was going to say if I go and get any work done, I'll bring back some voucher codes for Steve Cooper.
Ooh, naughty. Rightio, pal. Reedy. Just what Mr. Sixes has said there. And Ndidi is okay as a DM, running around like Robbie Savage, but his touch and passing is nowhere near good enough to be box-to-box midfielder. Oh, yeah, it's true, but he's playing exactly like it's saying. We loved him last year.
Yeah, but it's I will say to you, Jamie, it's quality difference. He's gone from it's not that. He's gone from playing against Rotherham in that role to a Champions League quality side. He's just not good enough for that role anymore. Like he can be let off in the Championship for that.
Well, we've seen that now. So changes will have to be made. I think
have to be made.
The Bowen North, if he is injured or has been injured or slight strain, then. Yeah, Tom, you can't not give him the ball, unfortunately.
Or just don't play him.
Yeah, or else if he plays, there's a free ticket for Palace while Reedy's sitting on the bus.
Yeah, anyone who wants to go.
All right then, Reedy. I shall speak to you later, mate.
Okie dokie. Bye bye.
Adios. See you later. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window, pal. Be good. Rightio. Cheers for watching, lads and lasses. Been a little bit, not quite a rant today, but yes, bit of a disagreement there from us all, but. Thanks for watching once again. See you next week, 9:30 Sunday morning. Much appreciated. You lot getting out of your pit to watching me or even watching me in your pit. So it's ciao, adios, goodbye, yaki da. Come on, you foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms. For exclusive extra shows, behind the scenes, competitions and podcasts, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV today on Patreon.